Yeah. We on a mission. You ready? Let's go.
G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have got a bit of a surprise to finish off the rad support, and I'm also finishing off installing these corner brackets here that go onto here and the other side. What I've been doing over the last week is I've had this all taped up, the rad support, and I taped it up, and then there's a hole. I just punched through, where was it? Oh, I did it over here, sorry, where there was a little bit of a gap, and I just taped it all up, sealed it best I could. This is for the rust, to stop rust for the spot welds that I've put in. So I actually squirted oil in there, flipped it over, back and forth for about 15 minutes, up and down, and left it for a week, doing that every second day, turning it back over and tilting it and everything. And I just used an oil can, just cheap, super cheap auto one. So I'll probably put, I don't know, 1/4 of a litre, maybe something like that. But it was running out here and there, so I'm hoping that's done the job. I'm going to take that I'll take that tape off now, and what have I got to do? Oh, the bolts. The bolts. So the bolts for these brackets here, these end brackets. Okay, so what I do is just get a knife, cut a slot, and put your bolts in and spray paint them. Now if you put them in, remind me, or if you've got a way of doing it, let me know, because my theory is this: if you bolt everything on and then spray it, you might have to remove something, undoing the bolt or the nut, then you're going to disturb the paint underneath. This might be overthinking. Also, the other thing is, when you do put, say, the bolt in with fresh paint, you're then going to take that paint off and you've got to touch it up. So it's a bit of a pain. Some of the bolts that I am putting back in, I've got just, I think they're chrome, say for the panels and doors and etc. But that's all I've done there. Cleaned them thoroughly. These are the ones that I, in the last video, I think, in the vinegar solution, killed the rust, did it a few times, and then on the wire wheel, cleaned them up. And I have, before I painted them, I used, I've gone blank now, wax and grease remover, or I think it used to be called Prepsoline. And yeah, that's been undercoated for probably a week now. I've been busy with work and other things. What else was I going to say? So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to put them in and put the brackets on and give them a quick spray. That'll be finished, and then I've got, as I was saying just before, a present turned up to do with the rad support. So I'll open that up and show you in a minute. Once again, you can see that's not going to stick to my fingers now that I've been on the oil. So I'll go over that with a rag and get the bulk of it off. So let me know what you think about this, guys. know there's probably gonna, because there's oil in there now, it's preserved from rusting, but yeah, it will build up dust and mud over time possibly, but I think this is a better option going to this much work anyway. So yeah, I don't want to start seeing my rust, my spot weld starting to rust because of the humidity even before it goes into the car and then gets through water and washed. So let me know if you think I'm crazy or not, but I do know guys do it with even their chassis. Weld every hole up and then fill it with oil and then weld that up, and yeah, it's constantly full of oil in the chassis. I'll get a new rag. So what I decided to do while it's wet, because I want to get underneath, I want to get everything painted, so I'm just going to give it a bit of a hit. This epoxy gloss and the top as well. And I'm also putting on, I'm going as far as putting on some copper anti-seize, just a top of on the thread, so it can come out later on and it's not bloody going to rust again, hopefully. Okay, so this is the last one. This is how I'm putting them in, and I'm just snugging them down and back in them off half a turn so the bracket is still loose for main assembly later on with the rest of the panels. Okay, so what I was talking about before, I'm going to open it up now, and before the rain starts pouring down, you can't hear what I'm saying. So this one's from Resto Countries, Res Bears, Resto Countries. I'll be using whatever I can at the time and what's the best price, of course. They give you a thank you. And can anyone guess what I've bought for the rad support? Brand new rubber bushes. So they got the whole new insert. I've got two of those, top and bottom, brand new plates, nuts, and the new bolts. So this was the old rubbish, all rusted out and shit, and that was the other one as well. Whoop. Oh, it's done there. So new ones. That's what I'll do now. I'll put them into their place if I can remember how it goes. Let me know in the comments, guys, these sections here, does anyone lube them up at all? Put any oil in there, any anti-seize, even on the bolts? I'm putting a bit on the end of the bolt for the nut, but does it destroy the rubber? Does it help it? Preserve it? Yeah, let me know if anyone knows. It'll be interesting. So yeah, it's quite well made. The from memory, from what the small one's going to be on top, and the big one, and this plate, and then the nut. So if anyone knows that's incorrect as well, let me know as well. And this rubber, it recesses in to the frame, and It is a bit tight, which is good. A bit snug to go in. Once again, we just put a bit of lube around that just to help it push in. So it's about 90% home. And I'm just assembling this so it's all together for Mark when he has to assemble the bits and pieces. So they're all together and he's not looking for them. So here's a close-up finished product. This is the bottom, of course. And the other one. Alright guys, that's going to be a wrap for this one. So as usual, yeah, thanks for tuning in. Don't know what I'm going to be doing next. What will I be doing next? I don't know. But yeah, bear with me and follow the journey. Thanks for the comments and whatnot from some people from overseas. It's been really good chatting to them and discussing the age-old thing of interchanging parts, and I was talking to a guy from New Zealand, I can't think of your name. We're talking about the inner bay of a H series, like a HQX, whatnot. In New Zealand, they're the same colour from what I could work out, inside the engine bay to outside the car, the existing car colour. Where in Australia, the engine bay's all black, and your car on the outside could be lime green, brown, red, whatever it might have been. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Give it a thumbs up if you don't mind. I'm getting close to that 1,000 subscribers, so much appreciated guys. Till the next one, take care.